Hello guys, welcome to the second tutorial on SQLite3 and Python. So from here we start writing the code for database creation, updating the database, selecting and deleting information from the database. So first you import SQLite3. It comes default with your Python software, so you don't have to import or download anything. And even this thing comes with the Python software, so you don't have to download that one too. So you create a variable in which you establish a connection with the SQLite, the database that you want to connect to. If there is no database with such name, it will create this database in the same location as your code where you have saved, and then it will, yeah, maybe you could print it if it has opened successfully. And then now you want to create a table. So this is what you're going to use to execute the SQLite like structured query language. So in order to execute that query language, so this is the format that you're going to use. This is the format that you're going to use. After establishing the connection, you type con.execute, and then the SQL language that you're going to type in. So this is not case sensitive, but it is not space sensitive too. But if you type create table like this, then it's going to give you an error. So you have to ensure that there is proper spacing maintained. So create table if not exist result. So if you just type a create table and the table name, it will keep creating the table again and again. So that's what's going to happen every time you execute the program. It's going to create a new table. So you put this one, which is very important. If not exist result. So this is the table name uh, which you are creating inside this database. So you could create as many tables as you want inside a database. And then so these are going to be a column. So roll number. So I'm just going to follow what Facebook user has. So roll number, which will be a primary key. Primary key is something that unique for each and every row. So you can't have two rows with the same primary key. So I'm going to use roll number as a primary key, and then name, text, the data type. Roll number is going to be int, and it's a primary key, and it can't be null. Similarly, the name, which is going to be a text, so it can't be null. Elective, it's going to be text again. It also can be a character, but yeah, so it's restricted by the size that you're going to specify inside the character. So I'm going to make it text, so it's easy. So you just make it easy. That's what coding is all about for me. Yeah, make it easy as much as you can. Then it can't be null, and elective for text not null, and the date it's going to be the text again, and marks it's going to be double. So the data type. So and then once it's all done, it will create the database successfully for you. I'm not sure whether I've executed this, so I'll save this and I'll press F5. Uh, so it has executed. So if I go to the location of this code, so it's in my E drive, me playing with data YouTube tutorial. So student info. So here we go. This is our database now. So we created the database, so it's over there, right there. Um, let's start writing further code. Let's let's say you want to open the database and view it. So let's say you don't want to type any of this. You just want to coding, you don't like it much, or you just want to create it manually. So you could use this app in the Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla. Go to Mozilla Firefox, and then go over here, and then go to add-ons. Uh, get add-ons. I'm not sure. You have to go to search. SQLite. I already have that. That's why it's showing me that. SQLite. What's the name again? I think it's SQLite manager, SQLite. I think I already have that. That's why it's not showing me. So you could get this plugin by typing SQLite manager, and then you could go to like customize. So yours will be somewhere over here. You just drag drop it. So it will be like this for you for the first time when you install this, and then you just drag drop it over there, and then close this exit customization. Then go back to that again, and then SQLite manager. So you just point it to the location of the database. It's now me playing with data, and you choose all YouTube tutorial. So this is student info. So here we go. This is our table. This is our table. So click on this one. Here you can keep adding the info to your table. So this thing you could do it from here, which is very much easy. You could also hardcore the process of, but yeah, you have to key in each and every single thing. So now, if you want to have a software that runs seamlessly, like without wandering around, so you don't want to do this one. So you could write a code that updates it by default. So I'll just copy paste the insert function that I wrote. So I'll explain. So I keep typing and I keep pasting the time. So what? So this insert function is going to take the connection C1 as its arguments, and I'm going to like rename it as connection itself. So I'm going to get the info as stated, as requested here. So roll number, name, elective 3, elective 4, date and mark. So roll number, I've added one extra underscore so it could differentiate between this roll number and this roll number when I try to insert it. If not, it will. So it runs into some sort of error, but I'm not sure. I never tried to debug. I just tried to like change the name. So why confuse yourself too much? So that's why. And then the name. So I'm getting it as an input. Normal input will be a string, and I'm converting that into an integer. So on this one, it's going to be raw input, which is also going to be a string. So this is raw input string, raw input string. I'm getting all as a string. So because all these are string, and this one is going to be a double, so I'm getting this as a float. So and then I'm going to try. I'm going to use try and expect block. So I'm going to try inserting these info into the database. If not, if I face any problem, so it's going to give me some notification there's some error, and then this is where the sys dot ex dot underscore clear comes into play. It's going to clear the error and it's going to skip this one. So your program will keep running even if there is some error over here. And then your con dot execute statement should be perfect. So I faced like lots of problem. Each and every single the comma, the space, everything influences. So you have to get it perfectly right. If not, it's not going to work. So that's how the structure is this. So now you want to enter the info into the result table. So you have to choose the table, insert into, this is SQL language, a structured query language. So this is the syntax of the language. So and it's more readable when compared to other programming language. So insert into F. So last I was using F as table name. So this time I've changed the table name. So result. So roll number, the roll number here, it refers to the one that you created, the column name. Roll number, name, elective 3, elective 4, date, mark, and then the values for this one are going to be this. So it should be in string. but it's actually an integer. So, but still has to be in string. So that's why you're converting that into string. And then this one is actually a string, but the entire thing is a string. So you have to the entire thing first. The entire thing is string, but for this SQLite query, this is the command, not the string. This is the command, and if it's a string, you have to specify that in a double quote. That's what we are doing here. Name, elective 3, elective 4, and date are string variables. So you have to specify them in the double quote. So this is how we specify them. Use concatenation operator and comma between the column values. And then you enter those, the info that you are getting from the user, and then end it with semicolon. No Python code ends with semicolon, but this is actually an SQL string, SQL command. That's why it ends with semicolon, and then commit. So you execute and then commit. So it will insert the data for you. So and then it will print new data inserted. If it faces any problem over here, the only thing that it will face the problem, if everything is perfect, the only error that you will get is the roll number. Let's say you already have roll number of 8 and you are given roll number as the primary key. So when you try to insert another set of data with roll number of 8, it's going to throw you an error. So that's the only error that you could possibly get. So what it's going to do is it's going to tell you the roll number already exists, so and it will clear the error and it will pass. So that's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and call this function and execute the code. Insert data con. So pass connection as argument. So it is a good practice. I'm not sure whether it will work if you don't give con as an argument, but yeah, it's a good practice of like doing it. So so from here the connection is being passed as an argument to this function, and it receives it. So and it stores it over here in another variable, and then from here it's taken care of here and here. So it commits, and then you are not closing the data till now. So once you are done with this, once it comes out of this, try if it once it's done executing it all perfectly. So you have to type con. You have to close the database that you have opened. If not, then your database might get damaged or something. Anything might happen to the database if you don't take care of it properly. So close, save, F5. So enter roll number. Let's start with 1. Enter name. I enter my name. Enter elective A. Elective 3 and 4 B. Enter date 14 8 5 0 2 0. And press enter. It's gonna ask for the mark 85. And press enter. New data inserted. So you want to see the data, you just go ahead, just like refreshing, then you could see the data already. So let's say you wanna do it again. You could use a while loop for that, so that we'll see it in later how to run it seamlessly. So you press F5 again, F5, F5. So if you try to key another data with the same roll number, it's gonna throw us an error. Okay, so that's what we're gonna see. Is it actually gonna throw us an error? So you're gonna enter the same roll number that you entered last time. Press 1. Enter name, this time some other name. Donald. Elective name A and F. Date, any date. Mark, let's say equals 85. Roll number already exists. Try different one. So yeah, so it's not gonna take it. So you have to give it another roll number because that's a primary key. Okay, we'll see the rest in the next video tutorial. Thanks for watching. Have doubts, comment below. If not, like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.